Xiaomi seems to continue to do this, screwing people over. It's not the brand that matters. It's the people who buy the phones, right? It's so frustrating that I'm not even mad. I'm just so disappointed in Xiaomi, to be honest. For the last week or so, whether it's been in my Discord or even my Twitch streams, I've had multiple people ask me for my take on Xiaomi's so-called unethical practices with regards to their own offline stores. Now, this is not a shameless way of self-promoting my Discord or Twitch. Okay, it kind of is. But hey, that's not the point here. Once I heard this, I started digging into it and I seem to realize that a lot of people are facing this issue. That made me extremely frustrated. I felt like I had to do something about it. And if you kind of feel the same way, if you're feeling helpless, if you feel you want to make a change, in this video, I'm going to tell you how you can help. How you can help put an end to Xiaomi's unethical practices with their offline stores. Now, I know that other channels have talked about it, but I don't really care if they've talked about it, right? If multiple people can unbox the phone, if there's something positive to say about a brand, if multiple people can do it, when there is a negative that's plaguing the brand and that's actually affecting people's hard-earned money, then why can't multiple people talk about it? Why is it that all of a sudden, hey, he already spoke about it, so why are you talking about it? I don't care, maybe I'm not geek enough, but hey, I am going to talk about this today. How is Xiaomi's so-called kind of sort of unethical practice screwing people over and what we can do about it. My name's Ash. I don't have fancy cars. I don't get a lot of exclusives. Hell, I barely get review units, but today I'm going to actually talk about one of the few brands that still send me review units. Why? Because it's the right thing to do. So guys, to be clear about this issue, we got to start way at the beginning, right? So Xiaomi didn't start off as a smartphone brand. They started as a software company, right? They were selling, they weren't selling, they were doing custom ROMs for popular phones like Samsung's S series, Galaxy Note series, and so on. Even HTC phones had custom ROMs from Xiaomi as in MIUI. And then once there was quite a bit of popularity, Xiaomi started to get into the hardware game. And when they started off as a small company, they could not predict how many units, what kind of demand there would be. So what did they do? Flash sales. At that point, crowdfunding wasn't as huge as it is today. So they kind of decided, okay, fine, this seems like a safe amount of phones. We're just going to go ahead and get that done. And if it sells, we'll come back, we'll assess the kind of traction we get and take it from there. Xiaomi started to notice that it was giving them a truckload of free traffic as their phones were priced very competitively, very aggressively. So they continued with this trend with all this demand. With the supply being low, the demand kind of rose and everybody were talking about it. But now that they're bigger, as much as we hate OnePlus for price hikes, they have acknowledged that they've grown bigger. No more stupid invite codes or flash sales. Remember the invite code? Remember how the OnePlus One launched? And they've kind of changed from there. But Xiaomi seems to continue to do this, and they seem to do it for the free publicity. The last embargo, it had 4 different dates. First, a date for publishing pictures of the product, then a date for publishing box shots, then a date for the unboxing, and finally a date for the review. You see the trend? They're trying to maximize the hype. Now, this is fine as long as you're a small brand, but given that you have now become a behemoth and all the ad spots they do, talking about which in China, when Xiaomi came about, initially, even till a few years back, they do just 1 ad per year. Yes, you heard me right, just 1 spot per year. But that isn't Xiaomi in India, is it?
Okay, stop!
But they still want to come across as the underdog with all the flash sales and everything. Of course, it is their brand, it's their product. They have the right to, as much as the right I have to shoot this video, they have a right to refuse sale to somebody or sell as many units as they want, market it however they want. I'm totally not arguing with it. But here's the thing. It hurts consumers in a multitude of ways. First, black market selling. Now, this is common everywhere, and it's not just limited to Xiaomi or India. Now, you look at PS5, graphics cards, AMD's latest CPUs, it's scalpers everywhere, meaning people buy it with no intention of using it, but with just the intention of reselling it at a higher price to make a quick buck. And it's plagued a lot of things in today's online age of sales. And Xiaomi has had the same issue in the past, and they've tried to combat it. Yes, they've addressed it. They've tried to do it. They've not been very successful, but they've come up with stuff like you can't change your address once you've placed an order, so that people don't just place an order, add stuff to cart, and then go on and get $500 from somebody else on OLX and have it shipped to them on COD. Then there was a time they tried no COD. They tried limiting orders per person. But offline sellers have still been managing to get hundreds of thousands of phones, while online buyers, the ones who actually want the phone, who actually are going to use the phone, they see out of stock messages in the fraction of a second. How many times have you seen Xiaomi say, we sold out in 3 seconds, but you've actually tried to buy the phone and within a second it's been sold out? Now, this is an entirely different video in itself, something that we talk about another day. Now, I can say Xiaomi needs to control this. You can say this is beyond Xiaomi's control. They can't do anything about it, and we can keep going around in circles. But that is not what I want to address today. Today, let's talk about what's surely under Xiaomi's control, their own Mi stores. Their offline stores are totally under their control, right? A brand's offline stores, you can't say they don't have any control over them. Now, I'm okay with them pricing a phone a few hundred rupees more for offline or whatever. Like in the past, we've seen that. I don't know if a lot of you recall, Lenovo used to just add on a plus to their phones and then sell it offline at $500 higher. They've done that. We've seen other brands do it too. And that I understand. I in fact did an entire video on online versus offline. I'll leave a card to it here. And then if you look at that video, it's basically online. I explain why the margins are less, and offline why they need to pay more with the increased expenses and all that. But transparency, that is the need of the hour. Now, they keep talking about honest price, but where is the honesty with this? That is what really irks me. Over the last few years, they've gotten so cringy with their marketing. Honest this, honest that, honest everything. But then, realistically, the honesty keeps dropping, right? It's like you come in and you say, hey, I'm the most genuine person in the world. And then you just start driving around in a car and making videos well, let's not go there. Coming back recently with the PS5 launch, we had reports of stores like Sony stores selling PS5s at a higher cost, telling people, hey, we have stock issues, so you need to pay more. Again, these are not third party, forget third party, but first party Sony stores were doing this, and Sony immediately said they will cut ties with people who did that. Now, it wasn't very effective, and it's not like that immediately fixed things. But at least Sony tried. They took the initiative to try and control the situation. Now with Xiaomi, it's not increased prices. It's, okay, increased prices to an extent, but it's mostly forcing people to buy stuff. Buy a 2,000 rupees speaker if you want to get the phone. Buy this insurance if you want to get this phone. Buy something else if you want to get the phone. It's just that they've been trying to bundle stuff. The offline stores, it's not official. They've just been trying to bundle stuff and make people pay more. If they want to buy some phone that is very hot, very popular, with the demand going up, this is how they're trying to maximize the profit margin. Now, while I can technically tolerate flash sales, OLX scalpers, third-party sellers getting thousands of units to sell while actual consumers, they don't and are forced to pay more. Well, I can mark all this as beyond Xiaomi's control, though it shouldn't be. But let's just for argument's sake mark all this as beyond Xiaomi's control. Xiaomi's own Mi stores cannot be beyond their control. That would be ridiculous. The fact that people like Manu and Anuj don't address this, well, they're happy promoting the next phone as much as they can and talking up honest this, honest that, and that's just so disappointing. The audience, the viewers, the followers, the Mi fans, they're not there just to hype up and amplify the positives of their product. End of the day, it needs to be a two-way relationship, and the brand needs to take care of issues like this. Now, it's so frustrating that I'm not even mad. I'm just so disappointed in Xiaomi, to be honest. Okay, we've seen all the issues now. Now, what can we do about it? Well, there are a few things. Number one, if you are a YouTuber or if you're friends with a YouTuber, or if you have a favorite YouTuber, tell them to do a video about this. Explain this to their viewers. If you are a YouTuber, explain it to your viewers. Doesn't matter if you have 100 subscribers. Doesn't matter if you have 100,000 subscribers. Doesn't matter if you have 20 million subscribers. Do a video, explain it to your viewers. And if you are a viewer, please sign this change.org petition. I leave a link in the description below. Please sign it and show Xiaomi that you do care about this issue. And, seeing the number of signs on this, signatures on this, hopefully they would take some kind of action. That is the best case scenario. That is what I'm hoping for. I don't want to just do a video and say, hey, share it, promote it, blah, 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 get me some views on it and whatever. No, let's actually do a change.org petition. Now, around 8-9 years back, Samsung's official e-store, this was in my first year on YouTube. Samsung's official e-store had a stupid policy where you are not allowed to cancel orders once you've placed it. If you've paid via credit card, if you have a cash on delivery, you can reject it once it comes to your door. That's totally fine. But the moment you place an order, if you want to change it, if you want to cancel it, the e-store wouldn't let you. So I did a change.org petition back then, and it actually worked. We got their store to change the policy we had. They allowed for free cancellations in India. This was something that was only happening in India back then. The UK store, the US stores, everything would allow for cancellations, not in India. So anyways, if as a much smaller YouTuber, I was able to get a brand like Samsung to take attention and change stuff with a change.org petition, I thought, hey, why not try to do the same with Xiaomi? So guys, if you feel you want to make a difference, if you want to help, then go ahead, just add your signature to this petition, and let's hope that Xiaomi actually does something about this. They don't have to go and fire every store. All they have to do is probably penalize one store, to put the fear of God into the others, to make an example out of them so that other offline stores don't do crap like this. Because at the end of the day, it's not the brand that matters. It's the people who buy the phones, right? So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I felt like I had to say something, and so I'm sorry if I rambled on a little too much. And I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time. Till next time, share this petition, and I'll catch you in the next one. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.